Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And today, somebody has requested to have letter 101 read out from Divine Love Letters. So I share channeled letters that I do for people's twins and their higher selves. And they all come with a message of how to stay on track, uplift our energy, and make sure that we are still staying on that right track. So with that, I have pulled some cards beforehand to go along with this video for what guidance they want to give. And some guidance from Native Spirit, which is to answer the call. I also love this because at this time, my guidance has been to put the planet in a rainbow bubble and to basically fill the planet with rainbow rays of healing, love and light. And then this card, of course, has the rainbow on it. So to answer the call, so this is whatever you're being guided to do to help at this time. Follow your intuition, because the next guidance is to listen to your intuition, to work through your fears, to let go of those fears and anxieties that are coming up, because this situation which is going on with COVID will undoubtedly bring through collective fears, collective worries, collective anxieties. You know, we are all a collective, and therefore we all take a piece of that energy to work through. Why it's even more important to stay listening to your guidance, to stay firmly rooted, to stay grounded. So if you are feeling yourself going off into fear and anxiety and getting swept up in the news, then stop watching the news and go and either connect with a virtual tree if you can't get outside, or connect with a tree and feel the roots of the tree and your roots going into the Gaia, into the universe, and really feel connected to the planet. Because what's happening at the moment is that we're releasing old patterns, contracts, and all the old ways of living. And we are giving each other a leg up, which I absolutely love. And this you can see all over the world, everyone helping each other, communities coming together to create this different way of being a social community. And, you know, social media is, of course, there's always duality, but but basically we are coming together to help each other, right? And that's a really, really positive thing. So answering the call, whatever you are being guided to do, because it's saying listen to your intuition, work through your fears, know that we are collectively releasing old patterns, old social ways of living, and know that we are all helping each other on this path. So a lovely message. So answering the call is this, one sec. And the message is, you've been called, and if you're waiting for your life to shift, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on are sending you messages, love, and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from these spiritual realms. Now and in the days ahead, signs from spirit will be all around you. Watch out for them. The native spirit wants you to know that indigenous people look to the clouds, the winds, and the movement of animals to discern the secret messages from the Creator. In native traditions, life is ruled by signs, and right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. The waiting is over. Sometimes we spend so much time waiting for life to happen that we miss the joy in the moment. Cherish the here and now, and know that no matter what concerns you may have, in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe. Follow the signs, and miracles will abound. Your time is now. And the journey is, look for signs. They are all around you. The feather that alights at your feet, the penny that mysteriously appears, or the rainbow splashed across the sky may be a sign that spirit is trying to get your attention. Watch out for your dreams. Messages from spirit are often conveyed in the nocturnal hours. Okay, so a beautiful message to say, stay listening. Stay listening to your intuition, follow the signs. So many synchronicities that people get through these messages, which is lovely. It always completely makes my heart sing. So, the listening. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening, so pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. And an open heart will hear the message. So, what's this time bringing up for you? This situation that's going on in the world will also be a reflection of what's going on in your inner world. So to look at how you are reacting to this craziness, let's say. If you are, if it's triggering things for you, which it will be, no doubt, then and it will all be triggered in different ways. Whether it's to, I was like hugging and kissing trees yesterday. So however you're, whatever you're doing, to really work through whatever's coming up, because of course if you suddenly lost your income, if you suddenly got ill, if whatever has happened, then remember we are all going through this time to shake. It's shaking us to let go of everything that we don't really need to take into the next vibration, let's say. And because we are vibrational beings and we are moving into a new frequency, and so therefore we are being shook very strongly to let things go. So this card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark because it almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns at the moment, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you're magical, then this is the time to really work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes go deep into body, mind and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. So it is time to let go of all grudges that you're holding on to. Like I've been saying, this is a time for people really to come together and to let go of all of that, the stuff that we've bound ourselves to before, because it's also a time to release old contracts, old soul patterns that we need to let go of. Again, like I said, it's all about shaking us into our new vibration, right? So it's a time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed, and there has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence, of chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So the activation with this is, I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growth and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. Okay, so because may we be unbound from old contracts, old past lives, old beliefs, old behaviors that are holding us back. because now is the time, because we are all giving each other a leg up. Which is just a beautiful message. It's also the bear. The bear is the big protector. So relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others just as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust, because you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. So 34 is also number 7. 7 is the number of the soul. So it is a time to ask for help, because we are, whichever way you are being impacted, then for sure there will be some of us that are finding this time really, really challenging. That's why we have to be caring, compassionate, and considerate to all. So, room 101. There was a brilliant video that somebody sent me yesterday there about this doctor who was saying, listen, I'm getting more people coming through sick because they have got high blood pressure because they've been watching the news constantly. And it's, basically she was just like saying, just you watch the news once a day. Because otherwise, if you're continuously feeding yourself information constantly, the media only are saying, basically things to grab headlines. Let's remember that. So the message was to stay calm. So lesson 101, and this is brilliant because room 101 is where you want to put things that you no longer want in your life, and that is fear. So we are getting rid of the fear and we're moving into love, and we are getting messages from our twins higher selves to know what we have to do, what's the message they want to say to keep us in that vibration of love. So you have to know that I think about you all the time. I dream of you at night and I daydream about you in the day when I should be working. It's always been the same since I first met you. It was like a thunderbolt hit me in the heart and shook me up. Straight away I felt it. The deep sense of peace and true love. It felt so real and it felt so right. And then the fears set in. What if I give myself into this fully and then I lose you? I just couldn't bear that, so I never let myself. But I know that has been hopeless. I just make myself miss you more and more and more. You are the reason that I'm coming home. To you, to me, to us. Okay, so room 101. Let's do book 2. Book 2 is this. You are my light in my heart. You radiate love out of you like a huge bubble that fills every thought, every breath I take. I breathe in you. The beauty of your love vibration is sending literal shivers through my body like waves of electric currents, stirring my body to the awakening of my soul. There is so much that I want to tell you and so much that we're going to do together. So much passion we're going to have together, living every moment in a state of unconditional love. Bliss, soulful bliss. Ooh. So always do that. Wake up every morning, put yourself in a bubble. After you cleanse your energy in the shower, imagine golden rainbow energy falling on you. All of the worries and toxins and all of this stuff going down the drain, sending it with love to Gaia. So you're like this funnel, this ever-moving funnel of energy. And when you step out the shower, put yourself in a bubble of reunion love with your twin. Again, fill it full of rainbow rays, fill it with all of your intent for what you want to live your life like. And again, always do that every day. Put yourself in this energetic bubble. Carry yourself in that bubble with you every day. Again, it's just about intent. It's just about thought. It's just about making sure that you do these things to help protect you. Ask for yourselves to be cleansed. Ask for yourselves to be healthy. Ask for you to have vibrancy, love, joy, happiness, peace. All of these things to fill up your energetic bubble that you walk around in all day. So, third one. Concentrate on you. Concentrate your energies on what makes your light shine really bright. After all, we are here to remember that we are pillars of light. crystalline light that creates waves across the universe. Each of us sends out so much light, it could power a whole solar system. So think about that. Focus on what our mission is here, to really understand and appreciate the bigger picture of what we're here for. The more you learn and the more you remember, the more I am woken into who I am and who we are. Keep it up. Keep love. Well, there you go. Keep it up. Keep love. Because we are all answering the call. That's the really important thing. We're all being called to answer, to listen to our guidance. What are we being asked to do? Like I say, I've been asked to put the planet into a rainbow bubble and to send rainbow rays of healing into the planet, into all of humanity. And then sure enough, after I started doing that a while ago, then I start seeing rainbows in people's gardens, in people's houses, on people's windows, on people's gates, everywhere. Because globally there's an initiative for children to put a rainbow for a message of hope at this time. So, whatever you're being guided to do, the universe will respond back to show you that it's working in whatever way. So trust. If you're answering the call, listen to your intuition, know that we are here to release the fears. This is a time to release those soul contracts, the old ways of being, the old ways of living socially, and trust each other, that we're giving each other a leg up. All right, I hope that helps. If you want a healing, a reading, $20. A channeled letter is $10. If you want an Akashic record reading, which is 8 questions, and I channel 8 answers for you, all of the details are in the link. And finally, if you want to have a letter read out in a video, then pick a number between 1 and 266, add it to the comments field, and I will do a video with that letter request. So, thank you so much. Stay in, stay safe, stay well. All right, take care. Bye.